Okay, concerning that the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Okay.
Like when we were small, we asked our parents, and what is that tree?
Okay.
They would
What
say
is the
it's
tree, Abby?
apple.
It's up.
You understand? It's apple. And when we were little, that will make me, my friend, not have
To not
like
like apples.
apple.
Apples,
You
Abby.
understand?
Yeah,
We're
I
scared of
understand.
eating
Eating
apple.
apples. Yeah.
So I want to ask that what exactly is that tree? Even a lot of pastors, I don't know if they want to talk about the tree,
They don't.
they don't they don't clarify it. They just, how would I put it? They just say it in an abstract way.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, if you don't know it, why will you know? You just use this time. Maybe you just say, "Oh, you can't understand. It's mystery,
It's
mystery,
mystery, yeah.
mystery." It's not actually mystery. You get it? So it's when somebody see everything in the scriptures have been demystified. The purpose of Christ is to come to demystify something. If there is any mystery anywhere, it shows that the person does not really know. The tree is actually the sex organ,
The sex
the
organ.
tree of knowledge and good and of evil. And so what you see as not a good and evil, are you getting me? It's talking about extremes, pleasure
Yeah.
and pain. You understand? Good and evil is talking about suffering and joy. Are you getting me? It's talking about just extremes. Are you getting me? Desire and lack. You guys, that's what the Bible is talking about. And so God is telling Adam not to eat this tree, because now if you eat this tree, you start to have suffering, you start to have pain, you start to suffer, you start to do this thing. So don't bring problem to yourself. Are you getting me? You start to have joy, it's just excitement, and you all start to have sadness again. You get, you start so melancholy. You all start to have, it's just extremes. Tree of the so. In other sense, it is tree of benefit and breakage. That's actually the Hebrew word, benefit and breakage. Are you getting? So it's talking about you gain from it and then you die from it. Are you getting me? And so you enjoy from it and you die from it. So that's why he told him that if you eat it, you will die. Because it's a tree that you live life to the fullest and then you also die at the end.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
what so that's it. And then but the tree itself is actually the sex organ. So when you use the sex organ, you experience the highest of pleasure that you can ever experience on earth. You get, when you use your sex organ, if the sex is very good, you experience the highest of the kind of pleasure that you can see. There's no greater pleasure on earth than sex. Are you getting? And so eventually you will die. And so that's what God is saying. So and then with that tree, it comes a mixture of all these emotions. So I'll tell you something now. So the sex energy, which is the libido or something, yeah, it's not a particular energy. It's a burst of energies. It's burst of both happiness and sadness. It's burst of both joy and chaos. That's where it comes. So if it comes over you, you understand. So when you see, I don't know how to explain it to you, but then people that really really invest themselves into this thing, they come with anger, come with all of these things. And so that is a mixture of energies. And you get, so it comes with extreme energies. That's why the sex energy, that's what it comes with. And you get, and so that is what God is telling them not to consume, because if they consume it, he say at these extremes you will die. Because on a normal day, you can't go here and come here. If let me tell you something, if you were to hit something now, hit it to the fullest and get it it freeze that same thing, what will happen to it? It will break. And that's why it is a tree of breakage. Are you getting me? Whatever you eat to the extremes, eventually it will break. And that's what the Bible, God was telling them, that if you use this tree, you will die. Because it's a tree of extremes, and it will result to breakage or death or truncation. Death is a breakage of life, and
Yeah.
that's what it is actually.
So, okay, you said the tree is the sex organ.
Yes.
So I want to ask, why do you think it's the sex organ? And also my question is, did God not want them to um, reproduce?
No, that's two questions. So let me first ask why I think it's sex organ. The reason why it is sex organ is because if you look at Eve, are you getting me? When Eve saw the tree, when she touched it, are you getting me? The Bible says she said it is desire of eyes. Are you getting me? No. Some people are going to tell you that it is pleasurable to the eyes. No, that's not what the Bible is saying. The Bible is telling you that it is desire, not just any desire. The word that was translated as desire in that particular place is lust. It's a negative desire. And so in other parts of the Bible, like the Psalms and other places that you find that same word, it is used as lust. And so it
Okay.
is lust of the eyes. In John, John said that all that is in the world is lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. So lust of the eyes, that's what Eve saw in the beginning when she touched that tree. And John said, all of these are not from God. Are you getting me? So that desire of the eyes, are you getting me, is from that tree that it came. Are you getting? So it is lust. And then sex, it comes with lust. You can't be thinking about someone sexually when you have not actually lost about that person. And so that's what Eve was saying, that this is lust of the eyes. Are you getting me? So, and lust, it comes with sex. So we know that it's a sexual thing.
Okay. Also, the second question: did God not want them to procreate?
Procreate. Okay, why he told them not to consume the tree if it doesn't? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Procreation. We need to understand that procreation was not the agenda of God in the beginning. You understand? Procreation.
Okay.
So God was telling them not to procreate, not to use that penis. Are you getting it? Because eventually, if you use penis, you will procreate. And so God told them, no, procreation was something meant for animals, not for human being. Are you getting? So I'll tell you something now. When God God created animals after their own kinds,
Okay.
and He blessed them to be fruitful after their own kinds and to multiply after their own kinds. Context. Are you getting me? He created them after their own kinds, and He blessed them to be fruitful and multiply. And so they will multiply after their own kinds and be fruitful after their own kinds. That is the context of animals' blessing. Are you getting me? To be after their own kind. So it's to procreation. And so the term after their own kinds, by understanding, we know that is procreate after your own kind, because in procreation you bring another one after your own kind.
Okay.
But that's not how human beings were made. Human beings were not made after their own kind. In fact, the time that the human beings decided to make after their own kind was after they have sinned. And you get, after they have eaten that tree, that's they have used the sex organ, they've touched it, they've developed a lust for each other. You get, that's when they started to produce after their own kind. Please, I'll land. And so the tree, are you getting me? The tree created that desire. Are you getting me? However, that desire was not there. And God told them not to touch it, because that desire will not be there. And so if you're not lusting over somebody, you're not feeling to sleep with someone, how will you procreate? You can't procreate. So procreation was never the agenda of God. And I tell you something, procreation is going to last as long as that sin continue to last. Are you getting me? When sin is completely eradicated, you will not need to procreate. In fact, let me ask you a question. If you live forever, do you think you think to be born? You will not want to. Why would you born? You get, procreation was man's way of living forever, because he knows he will die. You get, he knows he will die. He was scared. Are you getting me? He was scared he would die. And so, I will die. So what do I need? How do I continue? Let's procreate. You understand? So the whole agenda of procreation is man's from the beginning. So what we were born into that life, so we don't really. Well, thanks everyone for being with us. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed speaking about these things. We hope that wherever you are, you have found answers for yourself. I have found answers for myself, and we here we have found answers for ourselves. We know that the whole book of Genesis and every other parts of the Bible, it needs critical thinking. It needs us to properly analyze it. We don't have to be the time where we just have to be religious for no reason has passed. The Bible said, "Do not be too religious; you will kill yourself that way." And so now is the time where we are actually using a sound mind to interpret the scriptures, yeah, not all those traditions. People always think that, oh, let's look at the Hebrew traditions. Are you saying the Hebrew people are better than Nigerians? No, they are not better than Nigerians. Everybody is the same everywhere. That's why we need critical thinking. We don't need to look at tradition of one particular people anymore. We need to look at what the word says and use critical thinking to analyze it. You understand? So I pray that some of these answers that we have given, I pray they answer yours. And then if you also have any more questions, please don't forget to put it out there, and please like and share these videos to anyone that you love out there. Thank you.